You know, I would actually love to see a good 7 Deadly Sins game. I actually would love to see this, and I feel like a lot of you would as well, but a lot of people don't speak on it. I'm not calling you a bad guy for not speaking on it. I'm just saying a lot of people just don't speak on it, but we're going to try to change that up today. I don't know if I would necessarily call it trying to make a movement, but I'm trying to talk more about a future 7 Deadly Sins game. I'm not saying that anything is confirmed to come in the future, but if we were to get something in the future, I'm just going to speak on the specific things I would like to see. First off, I need to point out this. A lot of people would actually like to see this. Regardless of whether you believe it or not, a lot of people would love to see a good 7 Deadly Sins game. And I don't mean just a few thousand, I mean literally millions. Don't sleep on the fact that the 7 Deadly Sins Knights of Britannia trailer literally got over 1 million views. The trailer wasn't even that good. It really wasn't. It wasn't even a good trailer. But so many people were so excited after watching it. So many people were so elated. They wanted this game so bad. There's not even too many trailers that get this many views from Bandai Namco. I mean, there might be from the official Japanese YouTube page, but not from the American one or anything like that. The 7 Deadly Sins game is literally up there with games from Naruto, games from Dragon Ball, games from One Piece, games from Dark Souls. And when I say from, I mean from the franchise, you know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is a lot of people would love to get a good Nanatsu no Taizai game. It's just that they don't speak on it a lot. I've said that I don't know how many times in this video, but you guys should get the point by now. When the 7 Deadly Sins Knights of Britannia came out, a lot of people were very excited to get it, and then when the game actually came out, it just, I mean, people couldn't even buy it. Let's get that out of the way. It literally wasn't in the PlayStation store for a lot of people, including me. The only reason why I could get a copy is because I got mine from GameStop's online store. So by default, a lot of people just didn't end up with the game because it didn't even come out when it actually was supposed to come out on the PlayStation store, and the game was only available for PlayStation. A lot of people couldn't even buy the game, so that automatically did damage to the game's player base. And for the people who actually got the game and could actually play it, a lot of them realized that this game, including me, I definitely noticed this as well after a while, this game was not what I wanted it to be at all. What kind of had what I wanted it to be, but at the same time, it left out so much content that I felt like it was going to have, or what I felt like it should have had, in order for me to even call it a good game. It just didn't have it. It didn't have what I wanted it to have. It didn't have what I felt like it should have had. When I first booted up that game and I saw that opening, I was over here just hyped. I was like, bro, I can't wait to get into this. And then I got into adventure mode and I saw this. This is what an animated cutscene is in this game, and honestly, it made me so upset. Not even just the cutscenes, it's just the specific things that you had to go through story-wise. It felt like you really, I'm gonna just put it to you like this, if you didn't know anything about Nanatsu no Taizai, if you didn't know anything about the 7 Deadly Sins, you would not understand much after playing that game. I promise you wouldn't. It felt very lackluster. I didn't feel like I was having a lot of fun trying to relive the story or anything like that. It just felt like I was playing the game just to play the game, just to beat it. It didn't feel like I was trying to actually relive the story. We were told that we were going to get the 10 Commandments in this game, and we did. It's just that we didn't get the 10 Commandments the way we thought we would. We couldn't even play as them, bro. We had to play against them, and the way we played against them was different from the way you played against other enemies, but it wasn't fun at all. It was more so annoying than anything else. I applaud them for trying to do something different with the 10 Commandments and everything, but it honestly was not something that would make people have a lot of fun. Then when you get to the actual combat, there's literally not a guard break. I mean, there is a guard break. You can go behind somebody, but literally you could just do this if you're defending. You literally can turn around. It doesn't take much skill at all. I mean, the game isn't supposed to take the most amount of skill, but come on, this game is just straight up turtle shell friendly. You could just play defensive the entire time and do well. And then you take into consideration that you can actually add buffs to these characters. Now, I don't have a problem with buffs in video games as long as there's some sort of drawback later down the line, or some sort of condition that has to be met. But the only condition that really has to be met is just the fact that you have to acquire whatever buff you want from the adventure mode, and then you just slap it on your character and you can go online with it. That ended up resulting in a lot of characters just being way too OP, and it just was not fun to play people online. The matches ended extremely quick. Everyone got their ultimates, and the ultimates were they were so dummy. They were so dummy. And for the people who don't understand what I mean by dummy, they really didn't take any sort of thought to really pull them off well, in my opinion. The only thing you really had to do was make sure your opponent wasn't blocking, and then you could practically just land it. That's how it was for majority of the ultimates in this game, and one ultimate can practically just end the game for you. You really just die. If an opponent has been hurting you and they have their buffs on and everything and they just hit you with that one ult, I mean, you're done. You're not fighting anymore. You're dead. Take into consideration, while playing this bad game, a lot of people were still watching content creators actually upload this game. I remember one guy actually even made himself a solid fan base just off of this game. Even I ended up getting views on some of my videos that literally weren't even that good in my opinion compared to a lot of my other videos, but it's just the fact it was Nanatsu no Taizai and a lot of people wanted to see it. They ended up getting over 100,000 views or close to 100,000. That's just crazy to me. I definitely do feel like Bandai Namco should make another 7 Deadly Sins game. Now, I'm not saying they should make a 7 Deadly Sins Knights of Britannia 2. If they were to make that, then I definitely feel like they need to expand on a lot of things, but I'm actually curious as to what you guys would want to see. If you guys were to get another Nanatsu no Taizai game, what would you guys want to see? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a poll up on the top right of the screen right now. Just let me know what you guys would like to see, okay? Because I'm honestly curious. You don't see too many people talking about this type of stuff when it comes to the 7 Deadly Sins. You really just don't. Unless I ask people directly, I really don't even get answers now. It's not like I can really do much. I mean, I can tell other people to talk about the stuff too, and hopefully you guys will be influenced or maybe inspired to talk about the stuff more, and hopefully we could get something popping, maybe get Bandai to notice that people actually want this game to come out. I say this game, we don't even know what type of game it would be, but you guys know what I mean. We just want a good 7 Deadly Sins game. If they were to make a 7 Deadly Sins Knights of Britannia 2, I feel like they would definitely have to add more cutscenes. More cutscenes, a better fighting system in general, just a guard break. Can we get a guard break that isn't just vanishing behind the opponent, because that's very stupid. The opponent can literally just turn around and just keep blocking. It's very, very, very turtle shell friendly. If they were to make a 7 Deadly Sins Knights of Britannia 2, they'll definitely have to do stuff like more animated cutscenes that are actually good, stuff that makes me want to actually keep playing the game, stuff that doesn't make me fall asleep just looking at my screen. I mean, golly, one of the few only good things that came out of adventure mode was just the fact we got to look at DNA every single time we did good in the mission. Nah, I'm playing, but honestly, we do need some more animated cutscenes, some higher quality animated cutscenes, some syncing of the dialogue and the mouth movements of characters. That would actually be very good. I would love to see that. I feel like by doing so, they can tell the story better, help people feel like they're reliving, or maybe even the people that haven't even seen the stuff yet, make them feel like they're experiencing the stuff very well for the first time. As I said earlier, if anyone was trying to check out this game that's never seen the show or read the manga, they probably were just over here like, what's going on? And if they were to add more animated cutscenes, some higher quality animated cutscenes, I feel like ultimately they'd be able to show off what actually is going on a whole lot better than what this game portrayed. Now, there's a bunch of issues I have with adventure mode that I feel like I could honestly go on for days about, but we're not going to stay on adventure mode. I feel like that's really the biggest issue I had that made the gameplay just straight up boring, because after you did something, you was just sitting there looking at pretty much a still screen while they talked, and it was very, 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 very boring on the eyes. Kind of like how my voice is to your ears. It's kind of like that, but like 3 times worse. I don't remember if I said a guard break earlier, but if I didn't, I need a guard break. I just need to emphasize that. We need a guard break. We shouldn't have stuff like Link the way that Link is either. I need to speak on that, just because specifically this move on Fairy Helbra made him just, I don't understand. He is a god. What do you do when he uses Link on you? He's just gonna sit there. He can tank anything you throw at him. It's not really gonna do much of anything to him, and he can fight you normally the whatever way that he wants to. I definitely feel like something with these magical techniques will have to be done, because stuff like this, I mean, bruh, this is damn near borderline cheating right here. This is crazy. I don't feel like there should be a comeback system for ultimates. I definitely don't feel like there should be a comeback system for ultimates. I don't think that people should be getting beat up the entire game, then get rewarded with the ultimate that takes out your opponent's entire health bar. Now, as of right now, I don't think there is anything that takes out their entire bar, but there is definitely a lot of things that take out almost the entire bar. And if you're doing bad, you can still pull off a little bit of damage on an opponent. Not enough for them to get their ultimate, but just a little bit, to the point where as soon as you pull off your ultimate, they're dead. And I don't like that. I don't. So I feel like something needs to be done with the ultimates if they were to make a Knights of Britannia 2. Make it so that the person who's doing the beating up gets the ultimate faster than the person getting beat up. You know, reward the person for actually playing well. You feel me? Don't reward the person for getting their ass whooped. That would be very nice to me. I don't know about you guys. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comment section down below. I'm all for a nice comeback and everything, but when you're just getting rewarded with just straight up OP, like bro, it's just over the top. It's too much. I feel like the combos need to be more unique and actually link into the magical attacks a lot more often, because there's some magical techniques on some of these characters that literally are just useless. You don't use them unless you can just hit your opponent with a raw version of it, because of the fact you can't link it with anything. There's nothing you can really do to link it. It's just nothing that happens. You end up wasting your mana, you'll end up looking stupid, and then your opponent will be getting up to beat you up. I don't know, man. That's pretty much all I have to say for this video. I do have some more things to say that I might say in a future video. If this video gets some nice feedback, then I will definitely make another video. If it gets some good feedback, oh yeah, for sure, most definitely. I got you guys. So definitely make sure to leave a like if you would like for me to make another video talking about a future Nanatsu no Taizai game. Let me know, guys. I need to know. Make sure to leave that like, comment down below how you guys felt about it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I'm out, bruh.